Freedom. Freedom is one of the biggest gifts of existence. We often take it for granted. Andy in the Shawshank Redemption spent 17 years secretly chipping away at a wall in his prison cell to dig a hole long and wide enough just so that he could then crawl 500 feet through the prison sewers in order to escape a lifetime without freedom. As a thrill-seeking movie connoisseur, The Shawshank Redemption is my favorite for two reasons. One being its riveting plot, and two being the valuable life lessons it teaches. Red, acted by Morgan Freeman, so the guy on the right, is the narrator. He has been serving life at Shawshank State Prison for murdering his wife. Andy Dufresne, acted by Tim Robbins on the left, is a banker from Maine who is wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife and her lover. He is completely innocent, and he is sent to Shawshank to spend life in prison. Andy and Red become best friends. Red sneaks a rock hammer and polishing cloths from the warehouse and gives it to Andy. Andy begins to secretly dig a hole in the wall of his prison cell, and he hides it with a Rita Hayworth poster. Rita Hayworth was a model or a famous celebrity back in the time. Andy gets beaten up and gang raped by a group of prisoners. This happens to him quite often, and he fights back, and the guards don't like it, so they put him in solitary confinement for quite a while. He offers to help the guards with financial loopholes to solve tax problems and avoid taxes, and he begins to become the tax return filer for all the prison guards. And this allows him to gain the trust of everyone. And so he works in the office, he spends the time in the office, and he gets protection from the guards. And he expands the library in the prison as well so that the inmates can get education. And his financial work then turns into laundering money for the warden, Samuel Norton. Another inmate tells Andy that at his previous prison, he knew a guy who admitted to killing Andy's wife. So Andy then asks Norton if he can get a retrial, and Norton denies him, sends the guy who told Andy about the inmate who confessed to killing his wife. He sends him away to another prison, and then he puts Andy in solitary confinement because he doesn't want Andy getting out and exposing the money laundering scheme. Andy tells Red that he made an investment before he was sent to prison worth more than $370,000 at his bank that he worked at under an alternate identity. And he needs Red, if Red gets out, he needs Red to find the key, which is hidden in a stone at a wall in the countryside. And he plans on escaping to Mexico. That's his plan, because he wants to escape prison. He plans on escaping to Mexico to start a new life. And he wants Red to come with him. So Andy then escapes prison. He becomes a legend. Norton finds out, quits his job. He kills himself to avoid prison from the money laundering. And then Red gets out on parole, and he finds it hard to adjust to the real world outside of prison. And he really misses Andy. So he starts looking for the key, and he finds the place where the key was hidden, but instead of the key being there, he sees an envelope with $1,000 in it, addressed by Andy's alternate name, inviting him to join him in Mexico. So Red violates his parole and goes to Mexico and finds Andy. This is Norton, who found the hole in his cell, and this is Red and Andy reuniting in Mexico. So lessons I learned: make the most of the situation you're in. Your attitude dictates your success in life. Andy said, you get busy living or get busy dying. You can have new beginnings you never imagined. Never lose hope, because once you lose hope, there is no redemption. On a final note, not only was the plot compelling, but there were also many life experiences to take away. This is why The Shawshank Redemption is my favorite movie. It inspires me to make the most of my life and make a difference in the lives of others. It reminds me that you can free yourself from the shackles of whatever life throws your way if you really want it bad enough. Red said it best after finding out that Andy had escaped. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Thank you.